Congressman Robert Pittenger joins me right now. He has just been named to the Republican Task Force on Terrorism and Unconventional Warfare. What is this task force? I guess we can glean what it's going to do, but is this been appointed by your House leader or what?
Well, it's a position that the Majority Leader, Eric Cantor, served in, and he recommended me to go chair this commission. It's of great concern to me. Particularly elevated by the crisis in Syria right now and the enormous stockpiles of chemical and biological elements. If they were in possession of Hezbollah or some other Islamic group, terrorist group, that would be an enormous threat. These are very portable, transportable elements that, you know,
could go over to Iran or vice versa.
Could be put on a boat and sent into Boston Harbor.
You're also on a commission with regard to human rights in China. What is your expertise? You have an interest, a long-standing interest in China. Why?
Well, I've been involved in China for probably over 2 decades. As you may recall, I was with a Christian organization for 10 years and advanced the president of that organization all over the world. And, you know, I had my eyes opened and what the realities were at that time behind the Iron Curtain, also, of course, in China as well. So I have been supportive and been involved with some groups over there. Have seen the oppression. But while they have grown economically in enormous power, the religious rights and human rights of the people have not grown in like manner.
Since you do have an experience with China, are you trying to hopefully steer our relations towards something more amicable? I mean, it seems to be on a sort of quasi-belligerent footing right now, as if everybody's anticipating either a cold or a hot war between our two countries, which I don't necessarily see personally as being necessary.
It's a very complicated relationship. We have enormous trade with China. I just spoke at a conference with the Chinese Chamber of Commerce here in this region. Minister Liu, who's the #2 man in the Chinese embassy, came down and spoke, and I commended the trade relationships. At the same time, I raised significant concern over human rights issues. And
we keep hearing about hacking.
And I was getting ready to say in cyber. That is a major threat to our economy and, frankly, our national security.
Okay. I want to talk to you about some issues coming forward. Number one, let's start with the IRS. Do you support the appointment of a special prosecutor? And we're going to run out of time here. We'll continue the conversation tomorrow. But do you support the appointment of a special prosecutor with regard to the IRS?
Not necessarily. I think Chairman Issa is doing a tremendous job. I do believe that it can be effectively pursued in the Congress. These special prosecutors can take 2 or 3 years to process it out, and I'm not sure you're going to get any better results or reform. If it's needed, certainly I wouldn't be one who's going to stand up front and say, no, we shouldn't have it. But I think there's been a good effort so far, and I think there'll be a continued effort to get to the bottom of these problems.
Okay, Congressman, as I said, we'll continue the conversation tomorrow. For now, though, thanks for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's our in-depth conversation for today. We'll be right back.